here we are. I have been equipped for the sake of demonstration purposes with a fantastic Dead Orbit Warlock wearing some new armor. And we're going to take a look at the entire spring line. And in order to help me accomplish that, I have a fabulous fire team in the form of you two jokers. So in the role of our new Monarchy Titan, we have Keith.
That's me.
So Keith Bachman will be our Titan for today. And you are all aglow in some ways that we will talk about. And Brenton, you're also looking fancy as a future war cult hunter. And I see this golden yellow glow that's coming off of your armor. So we have a lot to show off today. We have a lot to talk about. We have some new ways to customize our Guardians. So let's do that. You know what? Before we do that, I want to keep a promise. So you can see I have icons here that are beckoning me to come and check out some of the different vendors in the Reef. We made a promise last week that we would see what's on the Postmaster. But before we do that, because today is all about checking out the fashions and checking out the character art that we've created in the game, I'm going to invoke my settings menu. And just to let us focus on the things that are on the screen, I'm going to come down to accessibility. And if there is a Fran Mirabella in the audience of IGN's Fire Team chat, I'm absolutely sure that I want to deactivate my HUD. This is something we talked about when I was on their couch in Germany for Gamescom. And as you can see, my HUD has been disabled. If we were out in the wild, I would have no aiming reticle. I would have no weapon or armor icons. And here I have no prompts to go and check out the vendors. So it's just us and the art and the world of the game. Of course, the user interface provides you with some important information, so you can take that and you can make it a little bit more transparent. So if you're working with a plasma TV, or if you're working with a device that is prone to burn-in, you can minimize the risk there. And in this case, if you're a content creator and you love to take screenshots or you love to make your own videos, we can give you a slightly more cinematic experience to enable that. So thanks so much to the user interface team. I think it was Andrew Davis who did some work on that.
That it was.
So yeah, many backs to pat if you want to do that. And as we make our way through the Reef, talk to me about some of the different other world art changes that were made. This jumps out at me first of all.
We brought the Abandoned Quest kiosk to the Reef and integrated it with the environment, so you don't have to go all the way back to the tower anymore to pick up something you forgot.
Cool. Okay. And this system, as you can see, is going to remind me that my HUD has been disabled every time I come out of my inventory menu. So don't panic and bear with us, because you'll see that a few times. That's just, in case I forget that I've done that and I come back and I'm like, oh my God, where's my guns? Where's my ammo? But I digress. So let's come down this way. And we're going to put on a fashion show. So this will be our runway for today, bathed in the beautiful light of the Reef. And we've got a lot of different armor to debut. And so you guys are going to give me a good sense of what the inspirations were for the different ways in which Guardians are going to become unique and more powerful, like special snowflakes that can kick your ass. And I guess she's going to help us judge the fashion show? Or she's just going to walk away? Yeah, we're conducting some official business here. So if you could just go about your way. Clear the set, because we are going to welcome 3 Guardians. And they're going to come out of Zur's secret hideout. And the first thing we're going to take a look at is the Heliopause line for Dead Orbit. So please join us on the runway and show us what you got. There you go. Brand new for spring is new armor, courtesy of Dead Orbit. So I can see that each one of these Guardians has a special glow. The Warlock is bathed in this beautiful blue light. No, I do not want to wrestle right now. Thank you so much. And then we've got, that's extremely rude. That's, the hunters are always kind of arrogant, It's that roguish sensibility. And then we've got, last but certainly not least, the Titan, who doesn't want my dreams to be dreams. So talk to me about the fact that we've got this red glow, the yellow glow, and the blue glow. What's at work there?
So this is the new chroma system. It's from our Golden Age technology. It's a new system in the world that lets our Guardians further customize themselves. What it is it's per armor piece.
Okay.
And we have 4 colors that will go into it, and these colors are going to be there regardless of what shader you put on your Guardian.
Okay, cool. All right, Guardians, thank you so much. You're looking fabulous. Go ahead, and up next, we're going to take a look at the new Monarchy line. So you said that the chroma selections that we make are per armor piece. So
Yes.
the Guardians that we were just looking at were unified. You know, the Warlock glowed blue on every armor piece, but you can change that out.
All personal choice.
All personal choice. So I can have red gauntlets, I can have a blue helmet, I can have a white chest piece.
Absolutely.
What are all the colors that we've added?
We have white, yellow, blue, and red.
All right, very good. All right, so we'll keep the fashion show rolling here. Up next, let's show what we have for New Monarchy. Looking good, looking good. So here's our Warlock. Awkwardly dancing at the Christmas party. Here's our Hunter. And here is our Titan. Whoa, whoa, let me get out of the way of that. And nice kick. So, looking mean, looking fancy. And thank you so much. Up next, we're going to take a look at the infinite fashionability of future War Cult.
So with the chroma colors, we really wanted to give everyone an ability to express themselves. So we went with a neutral color, and then we went around the color wheel so that we could give everyone a very diverse range of emotions and feelings and customization to their characters.
So I see here that you have selected white chroma to complement your New Monarchy Titan. And when we think about New Monarchy, all of their shaders are red. So if someone's a die-hard New Monarchy fan and they want to wear a red shader, pardon me, on their outfit, but they're using white chroma, what happens?
The chroma stays there. It's actually 2 different customization systems.
Okay.
So once you apply a chroma to an armor piece, irregardless of what shader you put on the entire character, those 2 systems are independent. So the shader will continue to change the armor, but the chroma will stay there.
Okay. And Brenton, we're going to hear from you all about how we acquire these things and how we manage these systems.
Yep.
But before we do that, we still have some new armor to take a look at. So I believe Future War Cult is up next. So Guardians, come on out and strike a pose. Here we go. The martial fabulousness of New Monarchy. Here we go. The Hunter bathed in red. Mind. Well, what is that? What, that was the. I don't know. And we've got our Titan doing some clubbing. Yeah. So the gear really does pop. You can see these accents, and from far away. I don't know if you'd want to use this in the Crucible because, like, here I am, but certainly in the tower and out in the world when you're enjoying a raid with your friends, you can dress yourself up in these signal flares. Good stuff. Okay, up next, we're going to take a look at the Desolute line. So, guys, when we first unveiled the April update content, the first screenshots that we shared, and when we started teasing the fact that we were going to put on these shows, we did show what looked like Taken Guardians.
Yep.
And the instant assumption was that there was a Taken shader. Taken shader was what we saw, on all the forums and on Twitter. But the Desolute line of armor is actually, as I just said, a line of armor where you have to put that look together using all the different pieces.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's much more of a collectible system. So we really wanted to really hit the Taken look. So what we did is we went through and we needed to make it armor.
Yep.
And the nice thing about it, it's collectible.
Let's bring it out. Let's bring out the Desolute line. Go ahead. I'm sorry. So it's a collection system.
Yes. This is.
There they are.
Oh yeah.
You can just see that evil taken energy boiling from the top of their heads.
Yep.
Here's our Titan.
And they've accessorized with one of our new strike uniques on their back there.
So there's taken effect weapons as well. They look like taken weapons, but they operate like human weapons.
Yep.
And they can get that from a strike?
From the new Winter's Run.
Ah, okay. Okay, cool. And do we have the emote that goes along with this armor set?
Yeah, so when you finish collecting the set,
Oh my, look at them.
you unlock
Yeah.
the Taken Jitter emote.
Awesome.
Please try again.
All right, thank you very much, Guardians. The final line that we'll look at is the new Spectre line of armor, which is designed with the Chroma system in mind. It's brand new for this April update. Yeah?
That's right. This is never before seen armor. It's a new release, and we integrated the Chroma system with this set of armor first.
All right, well, Guardians, if you're ready, come on out, and we'll take a look at the Spectre line, brand new for spring. I think they're still getting dressed. I'll give them just a
Give them
moment.
some privacy.
Yeah, this is the fashion life, man. There we go, and there they are. Oh, this is what I'm looking forward to. Check out that Warlock. Okay, all right, there we go. I'm not worthy of that. On your feet. We're both Warlocks after all. Check that out. That's exactly what I'm looking for, is that robe right there. But you look nice also, Hunter.
Interference detected. Switching.
God, everyone's so reverential all of a sudden. And then the Titan, those nice rounded lines. It's nice and organic. Mind blown. Show us the mind blown one more time. Mind blown! So talk to us about the inspirations here.
Starting off with the Hunter, it's a cold weather set of gear. As you can see, we've got a nice quilted cape, fringe around it, and it's all for the cold weather. With the Titan, as opposed to my set, it's much more organic and rounded, but still being a full-plated system.
Yep.
And with the Warlock, we went for large graphical shapes and a streamlined look.
Cool.
Is when you complete the level 41 Prison of Elders, the new matchmade activity. And from your first completion of the weekly Crucible activity.
Okay. Not to be confused with the weekly Crucible bounty, which
No.
is pretty intensive and takes a lot of blood and sweat. There's the weekly featured activity.
Yep, right on the top level of the director. You take a look, and you hop right in.
Bottom
Do-
left corner, it's listed right there.
Yep, play around a control or whatever it might be, and you're going to get your Sterling Treasure.
Okay, gifted to me along with some legendary marks on the completion of my first game.
Yes.
Okay, so before I collect this, I'm actually going to preview the contents. So here's
Yeah.
my Sterling Treasure box. You can see here that I have a guaranteed item. So I'm definitely going to get one of these.
Yep.
Okay, and so these are the desolate items.
Yes.
This is what will enable me to look like a taken guardian. And these look like vanity items.
Yes.
These all drop at level 3.
Yes.
Okay, and then moving on to the Spectre items, what we've been calling inside Bungie the Chroma gear. These are all my favorite Year 1 legendaries and exotics. I tab over. This is all my raid gear. This is all the stuff I want. And wait a minute.
Page 2 of
Oh,
3.
that's
Page
right.
2 of 3. Nice. All right, so this is where the fun begins. I have a new vault space tab for weapons, armor, and general items. Let's take a look at what is in my brand new vault tab.
Ooh. There's your shadow
And
price.
there's my shadow price, but it is level 330 attack.
Yes. We
So-
have brought back some old favorites.
Some old favorites. Let's check them out. So this will be mine. I mean, my somewhere in a distant vault, my Suros regime is turning green with envy because I love the shadow price, and if it's a level 330 gun, I'm going into Iron Banner with this iron. This is going to be nice. What else we got?
My favorite.
Badger CCL is your favorite?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's new. And these weapons, we have them here in the vault as 330. But if I'm playing the right activities and I'm getting 330 gear, 335 gear, using the same infusion system, I can rank these weapons up to 335?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yep.
So many paths lead to 335. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. But for the time being, let's check out what else we got. Lord High Fixer.
Grim Citizen 3. That's my first legendary.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, that was a nice gun. I used that before I acquired the Shadow Price. So Grim Citizen 3. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that one, but I remember using that in the Dark Below, I believe. We've got the Devil You Know. I did have the Swarm until I discovered Deviant Gravity A, courtesy of Dead Orbit.
Oh, I'm still getting killed by Zombie Apocalypse.
Still getting
in
killed by the
Crucible.
zombie?
Yep.
Yeah, the Zombie Apocalypse was definitely a popular gun. The LDR 5001 Sniper, the Longbow Synthesis Sniper, 2 to the Morgue Shotgun, and the Comedian Shotgun, which I think probably still has the best piece of flavor text of any weapon in the Destiny arsenal. And then we get into some of the different weapons that the Reef is providing us with. I'm actually
Yes.
going to grab this one. And how can we get these Reef armaments?
So these are given when you turn in your scorecard from the Challenge of Elders.
Okay,
Those are the high score.
cool, awesome. Fallen weapon here.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites. This is the scout rifle.
And what would you do to trick this out?
I actually, to be perfectly honest, it kind of depends on my mood.
Okay. Well,
But,
you've got this red suit of armor here. You've got the white chroma.
So if I go matching,
Oh, nice.
or you can give it a little bit of. I'm going to go for red. Give it a little bit of a different look.
Okay. Looking mean, man.
So lots of different ways to customize our weapons with our suits now.
Nice. And let's say that you were wearing a full suit of Taken armor. And you had the twitch, you had the emote. Show us what you would wield if you were strolling through this public space.
Well, there's 2 different ways I can go. I go with the trusty Taken shotgun,
Nice. Okay.
or
Wicked.
Taken sword.
Check it out. Hold very still. I need to enjoy every little bit of this. Nasty. Look at the effects on that.
Yes. So it's a void sword, and it works with the normal sword mechanics and gameplay. It's just another option for players.
Check you out. Okay, you got one too. Nice. Okay.
Yep.
I'm a collector of sparrows. So I'm going to pull this out. First of all, check out my new ghost.
Oh, that's
All
right.
right.
Where do I get that?
So that's going to be a Prison of Elders drop.
Which activity in Prison of Elders? Challenge of Elders or the new level 41 match made?
I believe it's a Challenge of the Elders.
Okay, so this available coming soon in Challenge of Elders. But what I'm going to do is summon my vehicle. Check out this. This is badass. It's got the new Sparrow Racing body, glowing in beautiful white. And check you out. What do you got?
This is the new House of Judgment Sparrow.
Well, that's our show for today. So Brenton Woodrow, Keith Bachman, and also, of course, special thanks to our fashion show guardians who are strutting their stuff in the Reef. Tune in next week because we will be here with designers from the Crucible to talk about some of the different ways in which the arena will behave. We'll be talking about some of the different changes to the sandbox. We have some subclasses going under the knife, as well as a bunch of different weapons in the arsenal that are going back to the workbench, always in pursuit of that elusive quality of balance in the combat sandbox. We'll also talk about some of the different quality of life changes that make Destiny a more enjoyable experience for all Guardians. That's all for our show today. Thank you so much for tuning in. We hope we'll see you next time.